Hello everyone. Welcome to the Fitness Corner under the block. You're hanging out with the Red Dot crew, and this is the Red Dot Fitness Unplugged, the podcast where fitness meets real life and we spill the tea on what's really like in our little corner under the block.
Hello, this is Philip. So you might be wondering where Red Dot Fitness is. Well, we are located at Upper Serangoon Road. We run a variety of classes from HIIT to weightlifting to cardio classes and everything in between. If you want to find out more, you can follow us on Instagram at Red Dot Fitness. And currently, we have an ongoing promo for a 1 week trial only at $49 for first timers. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Philip,
And Eugene.
and today we're back with another Red Dot Fitness Unplugged episode.
Yep. So what were you talking, Philip?
Okay, so we're gonna be talking about events, right? So just to give a little bit of a background as to why we want to talk about this. So spreading the word of fitness,
Yep.
exercise, CrossFit, right?
Mm.
We want to increase our exposure to
Yep.
the public audience,
Yep.
right? And one of the best ways to do that is through events and competitions. Like we also talked about this during our SWF L1, like how to spread weightlifting as a sport and make it more popular. And one of them is the events,
The
which they
competition.
are doing now. Well, they did it this month, right? November.
Like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Then next year they will have like the opens, and they have 2 competitions next year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing.
Yep.
But let's talk about on the more CrossFit side of things, right?
Mm.
Or like more fitness-ish rather than like weightlifting. There's like
Right.
high rocks.
Okay,
What other
okay.
things happened this year? You know what I mean?
Okay. So High Rock is one of it.
Yeah,
the big one, right?
biggest one twice this year.
Yeah. So I tried in
High
August.
rocks, yeah, August, yeah.
Yeah. Although when High Rocks just came out, I was telling everyone like, yeah, it's not my kind of thing.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
just rope you in.
Like I will not do it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I think the universe hear it and then try to prove me wrong. And then I did a double pro. Yeah, it was fun. I think let's talk about what's a successful event like. How about
Yeah. So I got a question. Will you define High Rocks as like a successful event?
I think it's quite successful though. Like well organized. Like okay, so usually an event there's a sign up phase. Or you can call it like early bird, then registration phase, then after that the check-in of the athlete, which is for High Rocks will be like you sign in and then get your goodie bags and stuff. Then after that, then the race itself or the event itself, then the post event high, or like the post event like typically
Celebration, yeah.
marathon racers will be like, oh, you cross the finish right, then let's take a photo with your best timing,
Yeah.
or have a medal, have a something like that. That's a typical race concept lah.
Well, it better be good.
Yeah.
High Rocks is expensive.
Yeah, so in terms of the registration, it's very smooth. Also because when you talk about such a big scale event, right, you're talking about lots of money and sponsors, whereby they have the resources to do so. Right.
That's true.
So I think for High Rocks wise, the registration was seamless, very easy. Like pretty much buying stuff on Lazada and check
Of
out.
course, I need to collect the money as fast as they can.
Exactly right. But in the race, it's very clear as well. When I say clear, meaning like, so because High Rocks you have 8 stations and then the one click run. So at least the standards are explained and so-called delivered clearly in terms of So for the judges on the race, right, they are very organized. I mean, they know that this is not supposed to be done. That's not supposed to be done. I mean, be it how you think high rocks movement can be simpler, like considered simpler than CrossFit movements, but still it's a very clean cut of point A to point B, or like I need to make sure I reach this point of performance, then reach another point of performance in order to get a legit rep, right? And it's stated very clearly in their menus, or even their videos and everything.
Oh, they got videos.
Yeah. So like if you go to their IG, it will
page.
show you
How to do the movement.
something like that. Like what is required, like what is considered as a good rep. Especially for wall ball. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's why like the hardest one to
For general folks to judge.
yeah,
Cause the rest burpees, all this is like,
pretty straightforward.
yeah, cause there's an ending point. Yeah. So I think that's considered as a successful one. Another one will be, I would say like CrossFit Games. Okay, cause personally I compete quite a bit. I mean the past in CrossFit events. So usually the grassroots level or even the regional level. I mean competition organizers, right, we ask for volunteers for judges. So I'm not saying that volunteer judges are not good. It's just that
they're trying their best.
Yeah, they try their best and then try to lead up to the standards as much as possible. But when you are so-called judging CrossFit itself, it's like, imagine like a squat snatch or ring muscle up where you need to see lockouts at the top, or like a handstand push-up whereby heels need to be on the wall upon hand locking out. It takes quite a skill
to
see rather than like someone who are loving the sport and wanting to volunteer to help out.
So I assume like when they get volunteers, they will get people with like CrossFit experience, right? At the very minimum.
I think so.
You think so? I mean,
Yeah.
like if I were, let's say if I'm a new guy, right? Wow, if I was asked to judge CrossFit event, quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah, of course. And also, but the thing is, I'm talking about CrossFit Games, so you
I mean, like, yeah.
the finals, like the CrossFit Games in the States. All their judges are HQ staff. And the HQ staff they are like HQ seminar staffs. So people who go around the world teaching L1, L2s, teaching what is CrossFit, whereby they are really so called like a trained eye to judge. Yeah. So for them it's very straightforward. It's there's almost no disparity in terms of coaching standards, like from one lane to another. You get what I mean? Yeah.
So that's like your experience throughout the years of competing.
Yeah, but I didn't compete in the CrossFit Games.
Need to make the disclaimer.
Yeah. That's saying we see how organized it is and knowing people who's inside judging.
Fair.
And then Uriel is judging has been judging inside too.
Oh, the CrossFit Games?
Yeah. She was judging this year as well.
When's the next one again?
CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Next year August.
August, right? Opens is in February.
Yep.
Shit, okay, need to start preparing.
Yep.
Then any like just curious like you got so much experience. Rich history of 10 years.
What 10 years?
10 years what, no? Of CrossFit?
No.
How many years?
13.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 13 years of rich history. Right, like any like memorable competitions in terms of like good organization, then terrible organization. Surely there must have been one or two like sweet and sour fruits, right? No.
Wow.
don't need to say name.
I think the one that I enjoy most is overseas.
Overseas.
Yeah, so I tried Brunei, I tried Chiang Mai, band those days. Whereby, I think because it's traveling, that's why
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
That's why the mood or the attitude towards the comp is
Different.
very different.
This is like traveling to compete.
Yeah.
Such a very cheap statement. Right? Traveling to compete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Eugene, I'm traveling to compete.
Good for you.
I need to take off next week.
Okay. Yeah, so it's fun because you get to see people from around the world. Because you yourself, you're a tourist. I mean, you're considered a tourist, right? Even you go there, right, being with the locals is you basically know so much more other people. Yeah. So in terms of organization, I would say overseas one is more fun. Just because firstly they have the land. They have the land to do so.
Yeah.
So there's like athlete warm up area with a indoor aircon room before your heats. Then they have volunteers that's willing to go to the athlete warm up area. Hey, this is your heat time, let's move off together to the competition floor. Then yeah, but local wise is tricky because of space.
Lack of space, everything's so
and
expensive.
also manpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing to consider lah. Yeah.
Okay, so any sour fruits or not? Just curious.
Sour fruits sour fruits, I think for me very simple. As long as the standards of the movement is being stated right, and hopefully it's clear enough for participant to understand, then I feel that organizers shouldn't fault athletes who can think out of the box. Because if you go back to CrossFit history, whereby even the CrossFit Opens,
Yeah.
right, whereby there's one year whereby, for example, burpees,
Yeah.
I'm not very sure recently lah. Back in those days, right, all they say is the start of the burpees you must stand tall. The execution of it, basically your chest must touch ground. And then I think it was burpees, box jump, something like that. So you got to stand tall, chest to ground, jump on the box, then go down. It's considered as one rep, right? But it didn't state whether you must 2 legs jump out or you can 1 leg step out. You get me in the burpee?
Oh, like walking walker, is it?
Yeah. So to me that's clear cut. Whereby as long as I see standing tall, chest touching ground, stand up straight and jump over the box, all good. Right? So that's to athlete point of view. But in terms of if you're trying to, like, especially for organizers, whereby you want to put in box like CrossFit box standards in the training concept to your comp, right, then your point of performance need to be very, very clear. It's like if let's say I want to be anal, let's say I'm the organizer, I want to be anal that okay, burpees must have both leg jump off.
Jump in, jump out, right?
Yeah. Then that must be included in the
Need to state.
Yeah, need to state. Yeah.
That's the thing with all these like CrossFit competitions. The movement standard need to make it clear.
Yeah. And then the judges need to understand the movement standards.
Yeah. Because confirm got 1 or 2 smart alec, right?
Yeah.
They will do something like you look at, in the rules or not?
Yeah,
Right.
but I don't think it's smart. Like, it's like sometimes the judges, because they are athletes as well, right? So they are being trained in the culture of their boxers. So they will think that this is expert RX, but in terms of the
Competition itself.
competition point of performance or the competition standards, right, it's not state as such, right? Yeah. Because if you want to go to that detail, your judges need to live up to the name. And then the reason why opens make it simple from point A to point B and seeing key position is because CrossFit understand that during opens, people who are judging are members of the box, coaches of the box. So you need to be inclusive enough for the judges or the person who's judging, right, to able to see
The movements.
the movement, to correct it to as standard as possible. Yeah.
And that's the hard thing, like to replicate it across like multiple teams.
Yep.
Because if you do a bad job, then you know, for one team,
Yeah.
confirm gonna have flag one, lah,
Confirm.
you know, right?
Yeah.
Never say in the rules, then they will go and
Correct.
then they will go and follow you. That one,
Yeah.
tough lah.
But I also feel that CrossFit Opens there's a period that is very hard to judge also.
Oh, why?
Like
Why do you
the
think so?
burpee over bar.
Burpee over bar.
So burpee over bar in the past is you must see both leg take off
Take off, yeah? Makes sense.
in the air. But it's very hard to see as a judge.
Yeah, like they can do like
Like a-
2 leg take off at the same time, right?
Yeah, must be
assume.
2 leg take off.
Mm.
Yeah, but sometimes when the athlete go faster, it's
It will seem like a 1-2.
like a step over kind of thing. So I think the recent one they kind of say that as long as both legs are in the air at the same time
Okay.
or something like that to make it more
Straightforward.
straightforward.
If not, confirm got a lot more actually.
Yeah, confirm. And no, there's a lot of conspiracy
Conspiracy.
or like very hard to judge.
Okay.
Let's say athlete A did this
Ah,
and then he got top. Then athlete B did the so-called by right way,
by
but
right way.
then they will contest.
Mm.
Then in a CrossFit Open skill, right, you're talking about 100 over 1,000 people doing it at the same time. The sample size is crazy lah. The amount of people that are going wrong.
Fair. Yeah, but it's not like they'll see all the open videos anyways, right? Do they?
In a way, but if you are the top few,
Yeah, top few then,
the
yeah.
top few scores, you start scanning, right, and like what's going on.
Oh, fuck, imagine losing to a bullshit rule.
Yeah, but that's why the standards must be very, very clear. Must be very, very clear.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so for you, right, like a good organized event is clearly like the standards of
I mean, in terms of athlete point of view.
in term athlete point.
Of course, you have the welfare part lah. Yeah, but make sure you have a proper resting area, able to warm up properly, enough warm up equipment to warm up for the event.
For me, goodie
have
bags,
nice goodie bags.
free stuff. I mean, come on, like if you're like, in CrossFit games, do they get like goodie bags and stuff?
Yeah, they have like a full duffel bag of mercs. All their jerseys are like when you register, they print it on the spot. And then your shoe sizes are you go to fitting, and then
They will make for you.
So you check into the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
which is their registration area.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll give you a bag, like a duffel bag.
A duffel bag, yeah.
Then they'll print like write the number on your hands and everything.
Now
Oh,
that's
like-
what we call welfare.
Yeah. No. Then after you walk in, then station A, jersey. So you pick your jersey, print your number. They print on the spot, like freshly print. Then you put in your bag. Then after you move on, you have knee sleeve, okay, L size, take L. Then you go to maybe last year was Nobu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Nobu, you have your lifters, you have your Nobu trainers, your Nobu runner shoe. So they'll go to the Nobu area. They were like, okay, what's your size? Test. Then okay, size 8, size 10. Okay, then you just take and then put it out.
Wow.
Yeah, so that whole duffel bag was like filled with mercs. Yeah,
That's what we call welfare.
yeah, super organized.
Free stuff.
I know, right?
Must be
But
nice.
not very free. You pay money, you go there.
I mean, like,
You get
Yeah.
what you get what you paid.
you get what you pay for at least.
Yeah.
I think for me that's the most important thing. You get what you pay for.
Yep.
Because if it's like, wow, imagine you spend so much in a competition, then like, it's a disappointment. You're like, tough lah.
Yeah.
There was one this year, right? I'm not gonna name it, but we all know what
in
it is.
Singapore, right?
Yeah, in Singapore. We all know what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's
which
the
is
thing.
I think the concept and style of the comp is very similar to CrossFit, but
Things just went south lah, and
yeah,
not enough preparation to
there's not
Is it-
enough consideration.
to
I think it's
remedy.
consideration, yeah,
It's tough.
yeah, and they didn't think through. Like Singapore being a tropical island, you're bound to have rains and hot sun.
Yep. And space is not friendly.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
doesn't make it friendlier. Yep.
That's it. So, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of events.
Yes.
Okay, so there's one upcoming event that we're all attending. Well, me and you.
Yep.
And
Yep.
some of our team members.
Yep.
Urban Throwdown.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, do you have any particular expectations for the event?
For me,
Mm.
I'll take it with a pinch of salt.
Why
Is
do you say so?
Because I understand locally it's really, really very hard.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can't expect it to perform like
Open side.
no, not open, like overseas comp.
Mm.
And also this is like second year of them doing it, and we did last year as well.
Yeah.
So I feel that I also believe that as time goes by,
It will get better.
it will get better. But now it's basically going through the so-called the rough part to smoothen out the process in future. Whereby I hope the organizers can also think back, like what to improve on.
That is true.
Yeah, but also if you base on last year and this year, I think
This year,
it's an improvement.
improvement.
Yeah, I think as for participants, or athletes, as long as the event, or as long as we feel that the organizers are not taking the participants as granted, like making the effort to make it better, I think people will still continue to support. And although there's some knickknacks that need to be fixed, yeah.
For sure. I mean, like, it's only their
Second
event.
Yep.
And like I assume that making events is not easy.
Not
Kind of like
easy.
what coaching is. It looks easy, but it's not.
No, it's
It's
not.
a lot of hard
Organization.
work, dedication, organization, and like headaches.
Confirm.
Yeah, so I think we gotta give them props. And second year only, CrossFit license event.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say,
What?
and this is like no flag to Urban Edge or Urban Throwdown, sorry,
Yeah.
right? And the people hosting it. I will say, right, like, just from a rough point of view, because this is like my first ever CrossFit competition.
Yeah.
And do you count opens? Like,
Yeah,
do you
of course
count
it can't-
opens?
Of course, you can't open.
Okay lah. How many times have I done opens? Once only, right?
One officially.
One officially, Then
So consider one.
one. So this is like my second over ever CrossFit competition,
Yeah.
and I am pretty excited to
Yeah.
see all the crazy people, right?
Smashing
Especially
barbells.
especially in the RX category.
Yeah.
It's a thing it'll be very inspiring.
Yep.
I will say that one of the things they can improve on, right, is the point of performance for the some of the movements, right? Because I find it like some things are not super clear.
Okay.
You know? To me, like I just have a quick look at it, just read it, like here and there, a little bit of confusion. I didn't think they have done to remedy. They had like the live and stuff, right? You know what I mean? But I think it could be clearer from the get-go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then one of the events, I'm a picture guy. I love pictures. Okay. So the first like 1, 2, and like 3 events, they all had pictures of the movements, right?
Right.
Can clearly see the movement.
Yep.
But I think one of event 4 or 5, they didn't have the pictures, and like I'm not sure what this movement is. Like I've never done it before. I've never seen it.
Oh, worm.
I think so, like burpee over worm or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, like a bit confusing to me.
Yeah. But I think for that, I think for future organizers, or I would say that if you are organizing this, and then make sure you have a coach mind in it. Yeah, I know it's a bit unfair to say. So whereby you're organizing a com, but you assume people who signing up for it,
They will
they
know.
are athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, not a unfair judgment to do, which is quite fair, but sometimes you also need to understand whereby different boxers have different movement standards. Unless you tell me you're keeping it to the CrossFit Open standards, then fair, right? That's kind of like a straightforward thing, whereby all CrossFit gyms, when they do the Opens, no choice, they got to follow that. And I also think that in terms of CrossFit movements or competition, right, the movement standard should follow CrossFit standard in the Opens, if not from the games, right? Yeah, because that will align everyone. Because if it's something that you feel that people are taking advantage of the movement, of the loopholes of the movement, right, then you must stay clear, like what's your really official standards.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, then that will be solely for the com itself, just because you feel that there's a giveaway movement where people can sneak in through. But if you think about it, if it's a giveaway movement, right, then everyone will do the same thing, right? So it's still an even playing field. I mean, if you think about it, it's just like CrossFit Games, there's these foreign object events. The famous one is basically the sledgehammer hitting the block, right?
Yeah.
So everyone had different
Technique.
and method to do it. And CrossFit don't standardize that as, oh, you must hit from the overhead position, or you must hit from the side position, rotational base. As long as you get that point A to point B. Which voice back to my initial point, like the statement must be very clear, right? It's like dumbbell snatch.
Yeah, is it one head or two head?
Yeah, I mean, CrossFit standard is two head. It's always two head touch. And then, is it like power snatch, squat snatch, or muscle snatch? Because in CrossFit Open is just
Snatch.
dumbbell snatch.
Yeah, snatch.
So if you do a dumbbell squat snatch, it's considered a rep, right?
Yeah.
Or dumbbell
Who
power
wants to do
snatch.
that? Yeah.
Dumbbell power snatch is considered a rep as well. Dumbbell muscle snatch is also considered a rep, which is given. Like you can do all this. So it's really from point A to point B. Yeah. It doesn't tell you that you must change on the floor, change in between, change from the top down.
Fair.
Although there's one year that they state this, that you only
Must
can
change from the top.
no, you must change like at eye level.
At eye level
You only can change below eye level.
or below eye level.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wow. Yeah. But overall, I think it'll be alright. There's more time for events in Singapore to improve upon. I think it's relatively new, these kind of events, right? At least in Singapore.
Yeah.
So
Or have someone that competed in the overseas scene and
then bring over and like host an event.
no,
Or what?
like have someone to vet through the
Vet through the
performer.
process, okay.
Or vet through someone who have more experience, like locally we have so many people who enter the games, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Ian we have Landy. Like these people are the best person to ask for. I mean, in terms of how overseas competition runs at the top level. I mean, not saying that on like year one you need to be at top level,
Yeah,
but at
that's
least
true.
there's a goal to end there, right? But at least 70% replicate whatever the top end is. Maybe the welfare part we do not have. But on the competition floor, you must do the part.
That's true.
You must do the part.
Yeah.
I think that's the most fair to do so.
Yeah. But overall, I hope for these competitions to like continue.
Yeah.
You know, for sure, because it's like spreads the word of fitness and CrossFit.
Yep.
Even for the unfortunate event that we talked about earlier, I hope they will at least try to make a comeback. You know, it sounded pretty exciting. You know, from a bystander point of view.
Yep.
Yeah, so I hope these kind of events continue and more to pop up. You know, I think it'll give a lot of people in our field, right, to look something to forward to. Because got some of our members like never go competition before, then they itchy started training like, you know, like never before. They've made like massive leaps and improvements in terms of, you know, performance.
Yep. I mean, as a coach, is a good point of view.
Yeah.
Whereby, you know, like, it's better to keep the hunger there.
Yeah, that is true.
And then constantly push it and then unleash it at the point.
And I remember the previous episode, CK did bring up about getting his members to compete more, right? I think having more opportunities also will help that side for people who want their members to compete. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For us, it's really member driven.
Yeah, quite.
For us, it's really member driven.
Itchy, hands itchy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's go and scratch.
Yep.
Yeah. Now overall, yeah. So let's sum it up.
Yes.
Okay? So good event must have welfare. I'm kidding. That's just me. I just like free stuff.
Okay. Maybe
you sum it up.
Maybe the top priority is get your standards right.
Standards right.
And then get your standard right in black and white properly.
Black and white, yep.
After that is judges need to do their job properly. We're talking about CrossFit events, right?
Yeah.
So judges need to align themselves with the standards, the black and white. So they cannot be biased in terms of no matter which box they are at.
That is true.
Right? I think if you can dial these two in, you got like 70% in already for people to support you. Then next will be safety. Safety will be whether the rig, cause we already have the rig, right? So like pull-up bars, your rings muscle up, your handstand push-up wall, all these, right, need to be constructed safely, which is on the equipment side. Right? Then I think if you have all this, you already win 80% of the athletes. I feel. Maybe I'm simple-minded.
Could be.
Yeah. But to bonus it, to have a cream of the crop, right? Or to have like some starry dust on your ice cream or sundae, you'll be event space, your athlete welfare, your basically your atmosphere on that day. Like trying to attract other people other than CrossFit to look at the sport. Because for us, if you have the three things that I talk about, right, box members or box friends will be there to rah-rah you like crazy. Yeah, so that one is a given. In terms of atmosphere and vibe. But how do you attract passerby? How do you spread the word of fitness? How do you spread about CrossFit? Is by going through a very layman process whereby people just need good loud music with awesome MCs like on the floor, like trying to riot. That's like, I think it's a perfect event. Right, they set the standard too high.
Okay lah. I mean, for an event to continue, standards need to be high, especially in Singapore. Yeah. There's so much expectations you need to meet. And safety is number one.
Of course.
Yep. Okay.
Or like the equipment you use must not be rusty, or barbell must spin.
Must be.
Like okay, if all barbell don't spin, then okay.
Then okay, fair.
If like
One or two.
out of 10, 3 barbell doesn't spin, then
Check.
yeah, or like wall ball, 5 wall balls are new, 2 wall balls are out of shape. How to? It's like, I mean, although you can say suck it up lah, but it doesn't have a good impression lah.
That's true. Yeah. So
Yep.
I think we've pretty much covered everything that we wanted to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess one more thing I would like to see in events, right? It's just to see a new weird movement.
Okay, not
Like
weird
like
lah.
triple under,
Like a
double under.
unusual,
Unusual movement.
like
I
a
think-
foreign object.
Yeah, I think recently Rogue Invitational.
Yep.
You watched that one, right? They got the board that goes like to the side instead of up.
Oh,
That was
okay.
pretty fun to
Pegboard.
watch. Yeah, the pegboard. Pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, there's something out of everything in the gym, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like
Yeah.
any movements on the top of your head.
Yeah, like that's why I like to watch CrossFit games, because they always have obstacle course that you cannot build in the gym,
Yeah, that's true.
right? Or like stupid, like kneeling the thing in the floor, like all those weird things. It's like a test of your actually it's a real test of your fitness in the gym.
That's true. Bricklaying.
Huh?
Bricklaying.
Pretty
You carry bricks from one side to the other, then you lay them. Your goal is to build a 10 by 10 wall.
But there's a year whereby they use the, what's it called, wheelbarrow. So they got to climb up to the spectator stands to grab like sandbags.
But then really done.
Wheelbarrow to another side. It's basically like labor work lah.
CrossFit
Yeah.
Games is secretly the organizers making people do their work.
Yeah, but that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. It will
Yeah.
be fun. But that's for the future.
I like sprint events.
Sprint events.
Yeah, they have the obstacle sprints. Like the agility ladder, give you like all the different, like you need to weave yourself through the obstacles. But that one needs space.
Yeah, for sure lah.
Singapore hard. But
Unless CrossFit becomes like super big, then we just use the stadium.
yeah,
Isn't it like the big ass stadium?
the
The chair all white and red one.
National Stadium maybe.
Yeah. That's a dream. Man.
We shall see. We shall see.
That's a dream.
That one government got to step in.
Yeah.
Active SG.
Active SG.
Your Singapore sports.
Wow, that'd be fun.
Yeah, if only.
If only.
But I think we are one step closer to that.
Yeah.
In a way.
Okay.
Yep. I think that's good.
Yeah, pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
So that's it for today's episode.
Yep.
If y'all have anything you want to say, let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
Alright? And if ever y'all want Red Dot to host an event, ask Eugene.
No. cannot. I'm
Busy man.
I'm a borderline perfectionist. So if I do it, I will pluck out all my hair and make it as perfect as possible.
Fair. Okay then. See ya.
Alright.
Bye.